Hello, it's Mrs. Ocasio. Welcome back to our series about going from surviving to intentional living. Thanks for meeting us for this section that we're doing on being in survival mode so that we can recognize it. It is something that happens and doesn't mean anything is wrong with you. It could be that you are moving into, as we have said in the past, becoming who you were meant to be. And that would be by intentional living. But the last time we talked about decision fatigue and how that shows up in survival mode. If you haven't watched that, go back to the last video and have a look at that because that's a very informative video. But I'm here to say that, I'm sorry, and I wish it was just contained in like decision fatigue or kind of the symptoms of just feeling unmotivated. But unfortunately, being in survival mode can actually move on into your relationships. And we're going to talk about how it shows up in your relationships. It doesn't stay contained, and you might notice that you're pulling back from other people in your life and your close personal relationships, and you're doing this without really meaning to do this. You might also feel like you are less available emotionally. And we know for the people around us, and if we've ever been in a relationship where someone else is just kind of emotionally unavailable, it isn't a good sign for connection in a relationship. So that would be the second thing, would be feeling less available in not an emotional state to connect with other people. And we also could find ourselves reacting to things and conversations and around us, maybe even getting a little snippy, so that we're reacting and doing this instead of responding to situations. And even with this, it might come to the point where we're just altogether not engaging with other people. So we're emotionally unavailable, we're not engaging with other people. And then you might feel like you really need space to gather yourself together, and then you feel guilty about needing your space. So these things are really signs, and it's signs of inner conflict. And it isn't about being incapable, because we still are very, very capable. It's about capacity. We just might feel overwhelmed and we're at capacity and we can't do any more. So that's how survival mode affects our relationships. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. If you haven't subscribed, please do so we can see you at the next one.